Well, welcome back into the studio. Today we're doing another Rol-ART-dex in real time, and you've got a little bit of a glimpse of the finished Rol-ART-dex card, and I am very pleased with it. It's simple, but I just love the colors, the depth. There's so much about it. It's kind of edgy. I just really love it, and I hope you do as well. So I'm kind of changing things up a little bit from my normal. I am starting not with collage, but with some stamping. And I'm coming in with this Tim Holtz Ledger Script stamp and some Archival black ink. And gonna get that stamped across the surface of the card. And as always, I will have all the products listed down below in the description box for you. Secondarily, I'm coming in with a Versamark ink pad on this stamp as well, because I want to try out a resist using the Versamark ink pad. So I'm not coming back in with any embossing powder or anything like that. I just want to see if I can use this ink pad as a resist. Part of the issue too here, I should state, is that I'm not sure how juicy this ink pad is. It's an old one and I don't use it very often. And I'm really spicing it up today. I think it is the whole girl power theme of it, even though that wasn't until the end that came about. But I think it really affected this really affected that, if that makes sense. So I am coming in with some of this Ranger Tim Holtz Distress Grit Paste in Snowfall, as well as some TCW stencil butter in Champaign Gold. And this is where I end up discovering these two together are like ba-da-ba. So I'm coming in with a Carabella Stencil. So now Carabella is no longer, so you can no longer find these stencils new from the company. You can only search on, used places, that kind of thing. People who still have it in stock in their stores, that kind of thing. So I'm going to come in with one of their smaller stencils and lay down some of that Distress Grit Paste in Snowfall, as well as the Champaign Gold through that stencil. So what I did initially is I came in with the grit paste and then with a plastic palette knife, and then I came in different areas and used that stencil butter and pushed it through the stencil. And what ended up happening between these two really primarily, well, I guess they're not primarily used with stencils, but with these two products was that they harmonized together so wonderfully. The metallics of the stencil butters in combination with that Snowfall grit paste that has a little bit of grittiness, which is actually like icy pieces of glitter that are mixed in, is phenomenal. And you'll see that here in just a minute. Now, you've probably heard a million times how I am so in love with Mashas granulating watercolors. It's truth. They are phenomenal, especially to highlight texture, like actual texture. So I am coming in with some of my Mashas in blue iron and night shadow to kind of accentuate, to accentuate that texture of the grit paste in Snowfall combined with that stencil butter. Just absolutely fantastic. These colors make that whole thing I discovered between those two products, the grit paste and the stencil butter. It just made it even like better, yummier, grittier. and I think that is the edge that ended up pushing me towards the whole girl power thing. Once I found those words, I was just like, yeah. In typical, I'm not a watercolor person. I'm coming in, I really saturate that button card, getting lots of color mixed in without water, kind of dripping it, and then using a round brush that is parallel to the card itself to move that around with the brush, getting it into areas that I want to highlight, really wanting to exploit that texture to the maximum. And something I noticed here was that some areas where I had laid down that Versamark with the stamp pad, or excuse me, with the stamp, I did get some resist going on. Not a lot, but I did get some. So this is something I want to really explore in my resist book. I have a book, it's a music book that in the past I have gone through and just done a lot of investigation about resists. If you want to see those videos, I will link them in the upper right hand corner for you. So when I laid down that watercolor, I really lost some of the pop of the black of that stamped image. So I'm just coming in to add some more to give it an additional pop. And then returning with more of Mashas, but this time in the night shadow, which is just going to complement that blue iron color and give it a real mystical appearance. It almost looks like the Milky Way or the sky at night, some in space. It definitely has that kind of feel. So now it's the word search, and I have pulled out my Marlean Art by Marlean stickers. Now these are no longer available, but they have a variety of really awesome phrases in it and that I really enjoy, as well as the fact that they come in craft, white, and black. I don't find I use the craft very much, but some of the words are really snarky, and or some of the phrases are very snarky, and I don't really, there are times that I like that, but not really. But I did find this girl power sticker in here, and that felt perfect for this card. So I do pull that out after a very intense search, mind you. And then you're going to see I will pull out my campfire marshmallow tin, vintage tin, where I have tons of little pieces of fabric that I just can't bear to get rid of. I like to take these and layer them up and do slow stitching on them, but I haven't done that in a very long time. So I need to do that. Anyways, I'm going to put together some kind of backing with fabric for these words and get it applied to the surface of the card. Now I apologize about being off screen with this. I was very much in the moment and not paying attention to my monitor as I was trying to get these words onto this fabric, so I do apologize. So now that I've got those strands pulled out a little bit more, I'm going to get the word, the phrase added, the sticker added to the fabric using some Barely Arts glue, and then the fabric to the card using some Fabri-Tac. And then I'm going to come in just to give it a little pop, because there is a lot of white on this card as well. So I am going to give that a pop using a jelly roll pen in white and just go around the words and so that it pops off the black of the sticker. And I had a heck of a time with this jelly roll pen. It did not want to write. It would write a little bit and then it would stop. And this has been an issue, and I have a feeling I need to get rid of this one. I may have gotten paint up in it or something. I'm not sure, but it does give me a little bit of fit here.